Mizzle Dub Show where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go.
First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, yeah.
Well, good mid-morning it's 2:07 on the West Coast.
Which means it really is 12:05 a.m. on the East
Some
Coast.
some of them where. But we're gonna just take a few minutes. We're really gonna do 30 minutes. We're gonna get into the sports. But before we get into the sports, as you can probably see in our taglines, that we got a little emotional.
It's been a rough week for you boys.
We're not going to talk about him too much, but the voice you heard on the intro, you ain't heard that in a while. And that's going to be played for probably the rest of this fucking year until we feel like we want to change it again. But Little Big Brother has transitioned, and he's up there with our Lord and Savior. I don't want to chime in too much because I'm going to start fucking crying, and I really want to do this show because I know he will want the show to go on. But we're just going to say a few words and toast to him, but we are going to do a dedication show for this young man who was our fucking protector.
And not to mention one of the biggest supporters of both of us of this podcast. The last time me and him talked on the phone, he told me, he said, "Big bro, I'm so proud of you that you're going through with this podcast." And even then going with the whole broadcasting thing. And then in turn, I told him, I said, "But you know what? You need to get praise to, because what you have done raising that little boy, our nephew, who, don't worry about Declan, because you made sure that he had a village. The village will not fail him."
And the village took care of him yesterday. They took him out the house yesterday. So it's already begun. It ain't even like we're talking about it and it's like, when is going to happen? It's already started. But we just want to sit here and, like we say, the opening act, that was his voice. And I have not heard his voice in a while. So to hear that just warms my heart. But I do know that Little Big Brother left this world and he was good. I know my brother always says that make sure that you repent and get everything off your chest because you don't want to take that. Little Big Brother was good. And I can promise you that he probably checked on everybody. His circle was bigger than our circle. And I promise you, my circle ain't big, but just the outpour. And I know we're going to talk about it more. I know let's get into the sports. But I just want to say to anybody that's going to watch this episode, if our brother touched you, you know that our Lord and Savior took a real one home. My brother is a rare breed. Ain't too many like him on this earth. Yeah, you may never meet a real, I'm gonna say his government name because like he probably gonna punch me in my sleep when I say it though. Even though he has embraced his name, because at one point he did not like his middle name. He didn't understand his middle name, but once he understood it, he embraced it. But one time, we're going to raise many glasses on that other show we're going to do because I might be drunk on that show, I promise you, and with tears. But as for right now, we raise our glasses and we give I can't believe I'm saying this, 36 fucking years old, and he lived. So here's to Durrell, Millard, fucking Mason. I cannot believe I'm toasting to my goddamn brother right now, man. But our protector, bro. All right, let's get into some sports before I start crying because I feel tears coming up right now, man. let's rapid fire this shit. But
Hey.
what for real though?
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, sir. Don't know how much of that speech that you heard, but thank you.
Well, just to chime him in real quick, me and Dub, we lost our little big brother, as you see in our
headlines.
Our headlines, yeah. Like my brother said in his post on Facebook, and we'll get into sports, I promise. This one kicked us literally in the fucking nuts. And I want to say this part before we get into it because I don't want to say it again. I might say it again, but if you know me,
it's our show. We can say what we want.
If you know me, I don't call. I really don't call nobody. I will text me that shit.
Except for mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mom.
Except
mom. Yeah.
Yeah. Except for mom. Except for mom and the old man.
That's 100%. But I called my brother. Mind you, he was asleep. He was at work. But he had called me back. So he knew something was up the moment he saw my phone call.
But here's the kicker. When he told me, "Am I sitting down?" Because I was laying down because, like I said, I had worked I got off at like 3 a.m. And my first initial thoughts was, "What's wrong with mom and dad?" I was not expecting to hear little big brother.
Shot right to the fucking nuts like a dirty blow shot in boxing on purpose.
And it had to take everything within me not to call off work on Tuesday because my mind was all over the place. But the one thing I have to say, which warms my heart, is our inner circle has been there for them. They all went.
Oh my God!
They all went to Hillview, because I can only be virtual and spiritual support because I'm not there physically. Which
I tell you that house was full. And then I know this will say this again, but shout out to TG and Ryan and JP. They all have wrapped their arms around me like no other. JP, when I told him I was done whatever I was doing, he stopped eating dinner. Like literally stopped eating dinner and came to the house. Durrell was just waiting for my phone call. Ryan just came and just kidnapped me. So, but just let's talk sports, bro. Because I'm saving the tears for when we do that show. So let's do what little big brother love to do, which watch us do what we do. So
and talk turtle wax.
Oh boy, man, you don't have nobody to palm your head when you come into town anymore. I'm just gonna have to do it 2 times.
Now you know damn well that's a lie because of that damn picture Aja posted in her story. That's you know that's a damn lie.
Debo's quote was the greatest. You may hate this, cuz he said you may hate this, but now you respect it a little bit more. You never hated it. You just accepted it.
Yeah. But that X-Pac shit I will not accept. No, damn it. No.
Well,
no.
Now it's a little special, more special now.
But well, I will say this.
Thank you, Michael. I know what that move was. Thank you, Michael. That was that's thank you.
If AE wins a championship with Minnesota, you can make that argument. You really can, because KD won his ring with Boston, not Minnesota. So
are we saying this now because he finally won the game in this series? Because we wouldn't be saying this if OKC went up 3-0.
This was a must win for Minnesota because if they went down 3-0, OKC was going to sweep them.
100%. Hell, this still could turn into a gentleman sweep.
Well, I mean, OKC by far, Oklahoma State has shown why they have won 64 games this year. And you know what? It was 2 years overdue, but finally SGA gets his just due. Congratulations to that young man becoming the MVP of the league and the 7th consecutive non-American basketball player to win the MVP award.
Wait, Curry's non-American. You said 7th consecutive.
Yes. So probably either Curry or Russell Westbrook was the last American to win the MVP in the NBA.
Oh, yes. What if they make it to the finals? Something KG did not do to Minnesota.
Well, they got to even the series up first.
Exactly.
If it gets 2-2, then we can talk. Love you too, cuz.
EJ, cousin. Woof. Woof. We got kicked in the nuts, cuz. And I mean, not in a good way.
But love you too.
But love you too, cousin. You already know. I hope to see you at all the services, cousin. Which I don't even know why I said that because he's already going to be there.
Yeah, Minnesota Imp boy. You were talking about trying to get back in the series. A 42-point molestation took place.
Oh, I didn't know they won by 42 points.
143-101 was the final score.
You know how this is going to go? Minnesota's winning the next game.
Preach.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, yeah, see, Monday. Okay. Yes, Monday is all about real. I know it's Memorial Day, no disrespect, but whole family about to cut a rug on Monday. Promise you.
All right, so.
But Minnesota going to tie the series up. It's going to go win at home. Both teams going to win at home, and it's going 7. Yeah, this one's going 7. I can see how this is going right now. Ain't no way in hell the first 2 games that the Minnesota Timberwolves couldn't play the way they play, but they go home and they win by 40 plus. Let's see what Michael just said. So Michael say, I'll say this. If SGA make it to the finals and possibly win it, are we putting him over Katie and Russ? Well, yeah.
If you're talking about OKC stuff, yes.
Yeah, he won for the...
Yeah.
He won for the...
Here's the thing. As great as that tandem was with Durant and Russ, they only got to one final. Only got to one.
It could have been 2. It could have been 2, but they ran into a guy by the name of Wardell.
Yeah, that didn't help because some people thought that Russ, Harden, and KD was about to become the next dynasty, not Clay, Draymond, and Wardell. Clay, Draymond, and Wardell. So you know what? Hold it. Hans, what's up, big man?
Yo. Hey.
Big man in the building.
When I say that man known little big brother since
he did.
A youngin'.
Yeah.
You see what he came in and said? Riders.
Mm-hmm. Hoop riders, yeah. And some
love you, fam.
And some great hoop rider dances, that's for damn sure.
Goddamn right. Love you, fam. We hang a star on that one. Definitely. Yeah, he came in. 100.
Appreciate it, man.
100.
More than you know.
Exactly.
But right back at you, big man. Right back at you.
Man, that dedication show, bro. I think we might top our that one episode.
Yeah, I saw that option. I said, you know what? Why not show it on stage? Why not?
I was wondering what happened right there. Hey, don't mind me. My brain is mashed potatoes without the gravy.
Well, to quote our fellow brethren, and I'm going to quote him right as soon as I can find the doggone chat, because Lord knows I'm in so many doggone different chats amongst each other. Hold on.
If you look at my phone, it's like I got group chats with the same people I have other group chats with.
Right, that part. That part. But to quote our fellow brother, to quote our fellow brethren, one Brian Sullivan, he said, and I quote, No, he's been relieved of his duties. Now you have the rest of us to protect you.
Oh, that's when I said who's going to protect me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you be with that one. And what you said to me earlier is now I have to step up to be the big brother. And it's not funny anymore now because I always make fun of you. Like I always have to respect my elders, even though you're like
2 weeks older than you. Only two
exactly,
weeks.
exactly. But for what you just said right there, yeah, you and B got me. And then for everybody to agree with that, I know, I know. Forever grateful.
Well, I mean, it's never not it's like it's not like I never not have been the bigger brother per se. Um,
But you didn't have to because we had one, and he
well,
was younger than us.
as I've said in my post many times, and if I do speak at the homegoing, I'll probably say it.
Of course you are.
You know what? Don't be. You ain't gonna be punking me when I'm 50, Craig. All right.
Okay, I'm glad you said not 40 because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna punk you in the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s.
Brick Flair, chop your ass.
Hey, I'll gladly accept it.
Well, I mean, he would want us. He would want us to still be us. So we're
Because
still.
honestly, I know we're bouncing in between sports and talking about Luke Bro, but we are gonna do a celebration episode for him. But I'm over here really hurt, holding back the tears. Honestly, it's man,
Well, EJ, I'll say it like this.
man.
From my perspective, I know everybody has leaned on me because of my faith in God and the fact that for whatever reason, I guess I know what to say in situations like these, which I really don't.
100%. Well, if you don't believe me, just look at your Facebook post about Little Big Brother. Verbatim, I couldn't even say that, bro. And that's not saying that's not your brother, because that is your brother. I don't give a damn blood or not. But I'm just saying.
From your standpoint, that's your bloodline, that's your DNA, and
I even couldn't put those words together, bro. I couldn't even. I mean, I know I've been rambling with stuff I'm typing, but you literally ran down him from a perspective. He touched. I mean, I can sit here and tell you right now, since I've been tagging him and everything, my Facebook Messenger, like I've lost all conversations with, like, because I have it in order of how I talk to people. I don't have anything. You guys are lost. And I'm talking about I believe I at least talked to at least almost close to 150 people that had reached out to me about him. I went to high school with him. This, that, and the third. And said one thing I could say about him, he always had a smile on his face. And then one person hit me. Exactly, cousin. Dub said it what needed to be said, because if there was something, if I could have said it, that's how I would have said it. But I'm glad it came from this man because he always knows what to say. But one of them said that Rail always checked on him through his depression time. And I'm like, wow. Because what you guys don't know, and I'll speak on it now because you guys are family. Our brother dealt with depression. And for y'all to get that love from him when he was going through his shit. My brother lost his son for a few years.
And he was miserable. Hell, we all were miserable.
And he still pushed through. So for him to spend this time with Declan, and I know it sucks because ain't no 10-year-old supposed to lose their dad.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
And so let's just think. He got time to spend with his son. And honestly, I remember that phone call like yesterday. I can't. I think no. I know I was here, bruh. Your nephew here. What? Like, bro, I got your nephew. Hey, Uncle Raymond. Hung up. Skirt. Bruh, dial out on the freeway. Stopped at the store. Got that boy his, because at that time when he came home, he was in that Fortnite like everyone was. Bruh, bought him a shitload of Fortnite. Fortnite clothes and money. And see, now the pictures you guys see with Rail now, that's what Declan back in his life. You know, everybody say he always smiled, this, that, and the third.
Appreciate you, Michael. Thank you, sir.
And you know, if anyone that's listening, we sorry, like the title said, it's a mini tribute and a mini rapid fire. So we gonna dip in out of sports. That man was way beyond his time. I'm arguing with somebody. He'll push me to the side like I was like toilet paper. Like, hold on, like, whoa.
and that's what we say. Okay, I'll say it like this. Okay, the inner circle that we have some big dudes in our inner circle. Like, we literally have our own offensive line, for lack of a better term.
Well, big dudes,
and that's missing a couple of people.
Yeah, big dudes.
Okay.
Like,
okay,
we got Usis.
Yes. Okay. And that in the picture right there, he would be the first to come to the front line like he's Raphael, yelling that Splinter is gone. Be like, no. You ain't touching them. You got to go through me first. And we're all trying to calm him down and be like, no. You're like, no. Y'all go sit down. That's who he was or is. I'm not gonna say was. I'm gonna say is.
He always is. Always.
But that's who he is. That's who he is. That's who he is.
That's
who he is in a nutshell.
Always want to hang out with us.
Oh yeah, he was mad because he was not old enough to go to the club with us. He was so mad because he wanted to go with us so bad. So bad.
The moment he was able to cut a rug with us, he was like, "Oh, this is what y'all do."
Yeah.
Hey, Arrow posted the video.
Oh yeah, San Jose. Yes.
And now them two up there. So, hey, cuz we ain't gonna give too much, but I got a picture of that I'm gonna post. Like I said, we do. Like I said, this is the mini. Man, when we do the full one, good God,
I need to make sure that's an off day for me because that might turn to a whole work shift.
I have pictures when it's me and both your uncles, me, Remy, James. When you see that, you're gonna see.
Now, I don't know who I said this to, but
and I love that you got the number 10, bro, because that was his favorite number.
That's his number.
That's his number.
Not only that, I'm repping his favorite color because his favorite color is red.
Yep.
So you know,
yep.
I'm repping as only I can rep.
Bro, but, you know, one of the last things that he said he wanted the cartoon shirt that we just put out. He was like, yeah, that's mine. He's like, I want that. So I'm thinking the one I got, I'm gonna wear it one time and it's going in his casket. Because that's the exact words that he said that he wanted that shirt. And I ordered it. Go figure. So I think that's going in his casket. I don't. I can get another one.
I would say it would only be fitting if it was in red.
The red one. The red one. I know, but it's Raider colors though.
I know.
Because what Mom said.
I know.
Duke said
I know.
it.
No, I saw.
You know that. So yeah.
I saw the memo. I saw the memo, and I know what's required.
And she put that in bold letters.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Mom. I said, Mom, you want red? I said, I think because his favorite cut is red. And she was like, we doing silver and black and exclamation.
What Mama wants you just say yes, ma'am.
That's all. That's what I said.
That's it. That's all. Thanks, living room.
Living room always comes in with the good laughter, which is needed right now. Living room, appreciate you being on.
But that's
our brother. That's our brother in a nutshell, right?
In a nutshell.
Without saying too much. Too much.
But what I was telling somebody, I said, the one thing I rejoice in is the fact that when he crossed over onto the other side, he had a very nice welcoming committee for him.
Mm-hmm. And
in that, I rejoice. Even though our hearts are heavy.
I know I'm going to say this on the other show too. So I said this before I met up with JP and TG. And JP said it before I could mention it. Out of just the blue, JP just said, watch the fucking Raiders win the fucking Super Bowl. And I said, you beat me to it. And I said, if that fucking happens, that is my big brother up there. I mean, my little big brother up there. Because the moment that he went up there, he probably said what's up to everybody. And he walked up to the big fella and said, the Raiders need to win the Super Bowl. He up there negotiating that right now. I promise you.
Heck, he's probably trying to go find Al right now.
I promise you. He trying to negotiate that win right there. So if that does happen, I'm not crying because the Raiders won the Super Bowl. I'm crying because I can't celebrate this with my brother, but he up there negotiated that.
You won't see Mizzle for a week.
Oh no. I'll be
or if I get a text message, I'm at Harry Reid Airport. I'm like, oh shit.
No, you know what? No, Dub. That's a different things. You will see me because I'm trying to pump out every damn show the whole year while they the Super Bowl champs until somebody else take it from him.
Michael, yes, he was. He was a diehard Warriors fan. Loved Memphis in college basketball. Love my brother's hated rival, the Hurricanes, which watching Miami and Florida State will never be the same again.
Nope. Here's the thing. Little big brother. Giants, Warriors, Raiders, Sharks.
And Memphis in college basketball.
And Memphis college basketball. Yep. That's it. Bro, I ain't got nobody. Well, Galen gonna have to step up now. Because little big brother was the biggest U fan that I next. No. B. I'm gonna say B.
Mm-hmm.
B gonna have to step up, which I know he already said that by what you just said is like.
Mm-hmm.
God, man. And if anybody is asking, he was too young, but 36 years old. He's been 37 this year.
But in his heyday, the man was a talent on the football field. Because one of our last conversations that we had, he had talked about possibly coaching football. And I said, if that's in your heart to do it, damn it, do it. I mean, the knowledge that you can pass on?
He's, like you said, 10. Number 10 was for the Fairfield Falcons.
And also his birth month.
Yes. And I'll tell you what, I'm not exaggerating this because my brother saw one game.
Appreciate you, man. God bless you, man. Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah. Thank you. That man scored 5 touchdowns in one game in Pop Warner. That team could not stop that boy that day.
No.
I don't know what he woke up eating or what he felt, but that.
But no, one of the greatest stories you have ever told. Because they was trying to get to Orlando to play in the the Pop Warner Super Bowl.
Oh, the Madden, the Hail Mary, bro.
No. It's the kickoff return
in Florida.
In Florida, to where Dad started running, then stopped, started fist pumping, and you ran the whole way.
I met him in the end zone. Wait, in this video, you see when he got it right, being Pop on the field. And you know what? I can tell you this: we wasn't supposed to be on the field, but you know what I'm saying. Who gonna stop a Mason to be on the field? We're gonna do what we do. We're not on the field, but on the sideline. So, bro gets the kickoff. The ball bounced. He picks it up. Made the first dude look like, why were you trying to come tackle me, bro? Like you messed up. You.
Now back then Mizzle actually would talk on the phone, so he's like calling me, giving me the play of exactly how this happened until I eventually saw the video myself. But continue on.
He gave the dude he found that sideline, and I promise you, they pan to the sideline while he's running. And you, like you said, you see me and my dad running. My dad was like, yep, I ain't traveling with him. And he just started fist pumping like Dub said. But you see me running with him. That boy got to the end zone. Yeah. And this is in Florida. They finished. What I can say about my brother, ain't many people can say they finished third in the nation in whatever sport they played. He finished third. He literally carried that team to Florida. Did you come to that San Jose game? Where they clinched to get to Florida?
No, I didn't go to the San Jose game. I went to the game at Kezar, the game at
San Francisco,
the game at Kezar, the game at Mare Island.
Yeah,
which that block he threw to spring his teammate to the end zone at Kezar. It was almost like watching Quinton Ganther take out 3 people at Fairfield High with the way Little Big Brother.
That's not fair.
But where's the lie?
Where's the lie?
Where's the lie?
There is no lie.
Where's the lie? Like, because they're all keen on the make sure number 10 does not get the ball.
They knew about him because they had to play him again.
They knew about him. So he was like, okay, I ain't gonna get the ball. Okay, well, basically the man pulled a Munchie, who, of course, from the SNFL, which Munchie literally blocked 3 dudes and sprung Anthony Wilkerson to the end zone for a touchdown. Little Big Brother is on the other side of the field on the formation when the play starts. All you see is number 10 running full speed towards the other side of the field. And all you just hear is pads tackling and everybody in the stands like, oh my God. And here comes Little Big Brother, or here comes Mizzle. Now that's how you block. From now on, that's how you block. All I could do was just throw up my hands because I had no words. Like, I literally had no words. I'm like, this man just laid out people on the same field Y.A. Tittle, Hugh McElhaney, Bart Starr played on. Like, a lot of Hall of Fame cleats played on that grass at Kezar Stadium, and Little Big Brother just took out 3 players on the opposite team to spring his teammate to the end zone. I'm like, I'm like, Big Rob, what am I watching? What am I watching?
The clinch. All right. One more, and then we'll get back into sports and wrap it up. And because we both got church in the morning, but we just wanted to come on and I needed to do this because this is my therapy. My therapy. You know, talk sports. Period. Just with my brother. But the clincher to get to Florida, they were losing against a Canada team. Good, tough battle. I mean, they played. This team was undefeated coming from Canada. And it was they had the ball last. All they needed was 6 points to win. And so their quarterback Elder was scrambling. Yeah, they play the Canada team in San Jose.
Yeah,
Pop Warner's all
Pop Warner's all over.
Yeah, so the Canada team had to come to San Jose to play them. Because that's just where the playoff game was. So it's getting down to the wire. No, it was to get to Florida to play. This is when he finished third in the nation. The quarterback, bro, throws it up, right? I'm like, oh, why did he do that?
Here comes. Leave it delivery.
But I'm telling you, they worked from. I promise you, they were from. Yeah, well, they may not be true, but they came from that area. The quarterback throws the ball up in the air, just flings it. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't see number 10 running the football field. Little bruh had time to get to the sideline, check his feet, and make sure they were still in bound. He caught the ball. The player pushed him out. And there's video of this. After the team scores a touchdown, you can see me and little big bro on the sideline, and I'm slapping all helmets. I'm like, we going to Florida. That young man was one of a kind. Well, I can't call him a young man because he carried himself like he was the older brother out of everything. Solid dude, man.
And
all right,
there will be many tribute shows on this on this show because, like I said, I mean, our very first two intros to our show when we started this 5 years ago, it is his voice. My nephew, his son, made the beat. Little big brother provided the vocals. So he is just as a big part of this show as me and Mizzle are because again he introduced y'all. He's introducing you to the Mizzle and Dub show, and we coming after that. So for those that have reached out to him and have reached out to me,
thank you, living room. Thank you.
It is very rarely I don't have many words to say, but for those that have reached out to both of us, there's never enough words to say how much we humbly appreciate you guys. Because I mean, like I said, it was a swift kick to the nuts. It was a swift kick to our inner circle. Like our inner circle, we've literally have known each other for 20 plus years. This is decades deep. And like I said in my story, I said, well, if you thought the Fast and Furious franchise was about family, y'all haven't met us.
We bigger than the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
And we've added on a few too.
Yeah.
But I can honestly say I got to spend time with them. You know, I did get time to spend with them. And other people got to spend time with him, you know, while he was up here. So I can sit here and say that I did. I'm not going to say that, oh my God, I wish I could have spent more time with him. You know, I did spend quality time with him when he was here. Hell, like I was on what I'm doing Monday. I was going to Fairfield Monday anyway to go sit with the fam. You know, I was just telling your sister, man, we need to get to Fairfield. Let's go Monday. You know, like we ain't been down to go spend time with the fam. So I was just glad that I got to see him one last time. I can't say it was like, oh, I ain't seen him in a year are like months. It was a week and a half the last time I seen him.
Now, back to the whole. We got big people in our circle. As Ophis of Asgard comes in.
Wait, Dub, just go ahead and give Cuz the answer that you gave me when I asked the same question.
I gotta scroll through it first. Because I've said a lot of answers. Okay. Let's see.
And yes, we said 30 minutes, but we're gonna wrap it up here in the end shortly. But when it comes to Little Big Brother, 30 minutes just ain't enough.
Let's just say it like this, EJ. If I have to get in the pony and drive there, I have missed out on a lot of things that I deeply regret. Okay? I have missed the Monroe's wedding. I've missed the birth of my nephew. I missed both of my nephews getting baptized. I've missed, yes, both nephews. I've missed both. I've missed two of my nephews getting baptized. I missed the Monroe's wedding, and I missed their 10th anniversary celebration because my job was being a whole bunch of assholes. Okay,
that's it. Fuck that job.
I missed my own damn brother's wedding because of my damn former job. Okay, there's a lot of things I missed out on. I am not missing out on giving our little big brother his proper earthly send-off, even though he officially transitioned on May 21st. Next month will be the final send-out from us, earthwise. I'm not missing that, which, thankfully, time has been approved. So now I just have to figure out if I'm hopping in the pony and driving or if I'm flying. There will be back-to-back. There will be back-to-back trips for the Ballhead Lightskin because, spoiler alert, I'll be home next week. So you heard it here first.
Greetings, Cleophas of Asgard.
But yeah, even if I did have to work, I would call off because I'm not missing this. I'm not. Because my soul would not sit right if I didn't go. That's why Knicks fans are Knicks fans, Michael. But
just look at Spike Lee and Stephen A. Smith in this, and that rest the case.
But something that Uncle Bobby did point out.
There we go.
Not because me and Uncle do talking, of course, always checking on him. He checks in on me since all this has come down. But he basically said that Tibbs will be outcoached because he plays his guys too many minutes and chooses not to use his pitch stuff, which is true.
He's always been outcoached.
He's done that.
This is not.
Yeah, this is nothing not new.
Yes.
He did in Chicago, did in Minnesota. He's doing it here in New York.
I mean, I know his players respect him, but when it comes to the playoffs and everything, he does not know how to micromanage his players' minutes. Yeah. That's what makes Steve Kerr so good. Even though that Steph wants to be out there, Draymond want to be out there, he's good with the minutes of his players.
He's not trying to tax them.
Exactly.
Because again, and I hate to go back to the Kobe reference, but all those years that Kobe was playing 40-plus minutes, it got to Kobe towards the end of his career. That's why his body was breaking down.
Well, same thing with LeBron James, even though he's still making it, but you can clearly see that the minutes has been taking a toll on him.
Yeah, he's starting to get more knickknacks. Some of that you can't put it all. You can't put it all on Tibbs, because I mean the ferociousness that Derrick Rose played with before he tore his ACL.
He was an aggressive basketball player.
The torque on his body, unfortunately, that was going to happen, and it's a miracle that he played for more years after that, Man turned into a almost 13-year career that he played, despite the nagging injuries that he had, and still got an MVP out of it. But back to what Unc said, and then I said, well, I said on our show, I said, if you look at the Final Four, Rick Carlisle knows what it takes to get there. He's gotten to the finals. He's won in the finals as the Mavericks head coach in 2011. People forget this is his second stint in Indiana, and he had some very good Indiana teams, and possibly could have got to the finals if Tayshaun Prince did not block Reggie Millard. Yeah, Matchsticks, we are.
Yeah, Matchsticks, man. You know, we living with a heavy heart right now, and this is the only way that we can let it out.
Well, I just say like this: I would just now be clocking out, getting ready to come back home, but I was actually working a mid shift today, so, and plus Mizzle was up, so I mean, it's in our typical night owl slot, but I mean, we, with all this,
you know me, I ain't got no sleep since Wednesday, bro. I haven't had a proper night of sleep since Wednesday, so sleep is nowhere in my future for. Yeah. I mean, I don't sleep as it is already. But now my sleep is thanks, Matchsticks, man. We appreciate that.
Valid point, Michael, and of course, Matchsticks. Appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. Which, by the way, please support Indie Vibes with DJ Matchsticks on Javos TV.
Indeed.
Please support the greatest DJ in the world.
And never tell him what to play because he got you.
Damn it! Don't do that. Don't do that. But you know what though? It's appropriate that he still had you involved anyway.
What's that?
And I say that because when he left, it was on 21 on your day because your birthday is on the 21st. So he still found a way.
Oh, you need to find a way to get out here in October.
I got 5 months to plan for that, okay?
All right. Yeah. Because his birthday falls on a Saturday this year.
I know.
Yeah. And that day.
But you know what?
You would.
Don't have. But, okay. I understand you're talking about negotiations about trying to get your Raiders from the Super Bowl. Damn it. Put that on the Giants too, that gummit.
You know he putting in all the requests. He's already probably said don't let Florida State ever win anything ever right now. All right. He's forever saying Miami beats Florida State. But I guarantee you, Warriors, Giants, and Raiders are 1, 2, and 3. I promise you. I promise you. But nah. 10-18. That's about to get. That's like I said. I'm afraid I got 3 tattoos, and I'm scared of needles. But I'm not fearing this needle. I'm about to go sit down and get that man tatted on me. That because I say that I tell everybody he got me tatted on him. So that's happening. He is going on the arm. That shit gonna hurt like a motherfucker, but I'm gonna take it.
When I say that he loved our inner circle, the man really loved our inner circle. And
big heart.
Ophis of Asgard affectionately called him his favorite cousin. That is his name for him. Just like Dad's name in his phone. My name in Dad's phone is Cosell. Not Anthony, not Dub, Cosell. That is my name in Dad's phone. And little big brother did not feel right. He made it his duty that I called him asshole at least once, because that just got him going.
Because I passed that torch to
him. Yeah, asshole.
Can't help it.
But
anyway, as Office of Asgard said it,
I don't need to say anything else. Proudly called him my favorite cousin. There it is. But yeah, I mean, he would. I mean, and I was talking to my manager about this when I was venting, and I posted many times. I really meant this. I said I really hope he knew how beloved he was, and she said, "Oh, he knows. He knows."
100%. Because he gave out, he knew it, and that's why he gave it out more. Because he knew. He knew.
Okay. Now again, back to our big people that we have in our family. Now, of course, again, I can only be at times virtual and moral support. But last time I came back down there in October, okay. Now there was very big people at the gathering. Okay. Little Big Brother was pushing big people out of the way to get to me. Okay. And Debo, Brian, JP, and Ryan are not easy people to move. But he's like, get out of the way. And he is bear hugging the fuck out of me. And then just random times I'm like, oh, here he goes. Cause the very first time he did, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, Larry Nance, I'm like, I hate you. He was making reference to when Larry Nance Jr., who then was playing for the Lakers, palmed David West by the head when David West was playing for the Warriors, and dunked on him, which is a very nasty posterizing dunk. Because I mean, Larry Nance Jr. had hops like his dad, Mr. Larry Nance Sr., and just threw it down. And ever since then, that's just one of his realisms. And it was him that started the whole turtle wax thing, which of course making fun of my shiny domed head. And he was like, "Don't make me go get the turtle wax." And then of course, the second greatest asshole in the world, of course, tag teaming because that's just what they do.
Every time we watch the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and they put the turtle wax, just record that scene and just send it to him.
But
our Sundays ain't gonna be the same, bro.
No. Damn it, our tradition's not gonna be the same.
Oh, majorly. I think I'm gonna put that on tonight. It's a few movies I wanted to put on that, bro. Like, Home Alone was one of them. I'm thinking Major League. Damn it, I played that Big Cat LaFleur song till I damn near couldn't have no more tears. Every Mac Dre song came on. I didn't skip. Any Vallejo song came on. I didn't skip. I mean,
of course, his two favorite scenes in Major League, the clubhouse scene. Real fucking funny, asshole. That was his saying.
And all shit.
That and hey bartender. That was his scenes. Like we would all like take a nap, then randomly wake up and he'll be like, "Hey bartender."
Fucker.
Like it was the like it was the thing to do. And then one of the funniest moments, we're all sleeping on the couch. And mom is recording us.
Oh, we were a music band that night, boy.
Now somehow Rel ends up waking up and he starts doing the whole bunny fingers on top of my head while I'm just tossing and turning, and all he could do is just shake his head. But I mean, it's just moments. It's moments like those.
But it's one thing you can say. You know how some people got away options. Oh, did I have a good time? No. Yeah, what family does not have their differences? But it's like this when it comes to him. I had a lot of great times with him, man. A lot of great times. Wait, I've seen his fucking college football team more than I've seen mine.
You might need to wash your mouth out for saying that.
Florida State only been here only a few times, and it was the one bowl game I missed. But it just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm just glad that I got to spend time with him. That's just it. I don't. I almost question myself. Could I have been a better brother? But then my wife just slapped those words out my mouth because all she said was that boy looked up to me like, like I set the bar for him to be the way he is.
Oh no. He never let that down. He never let down me chasing him and Alex in Vacaville on the football field. He never let down calling me X-Pac after you bowled a strike in the closed lane after throwing me onto the floor at Stars in Vacaville.
Bro, and he hit you with the proper DX chop too. That's the funniest shit about it.
Yeah. So I'm like chasing his ass all throughout Stars. After Debo knocks me down, bowling a strike in a closed lane.
I don't know how anybody does that.
No, only Debo, only Opus of Asgard has that power to where grabs the ball, throws it, goes from one lane to another lane, and bowls a strike in a closed lane. Like you had to be there to know it, because if you us telling you like ain't no way it happened.
I promise you Vacaville got that recorded and they probably put that in their archives. I promise you. It's in the archive somewhere there.
It's in the archives. But I mean that in a nutshell is who Durrell Millard Mason is. One of a kind,
and this is just a tip of the iceberg of what we're gonna do in the tribute show. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a roll of tissue sitting right here in the trash bag, and like 4 cones already stuffed because that's how that night's gonna be, or whatever. No, we're gonna definitely do that in the daytime. So everybody that wants to chime in, pretty much we're just gonna open up the show.
Yes.
And if anybody that he touched, I just want to
have guests pop in and out. Because, I mean, we know you guys have lives. We know this. But there's going to be many tributes to number 10. Because, like I said, he's a big part of this show.
The reason why, big part of the reason why we did it. He was honestly, I think he was the first one to say, y'all need to get the show together. Some way, somehow, y'all need to put together. Because I always look for you two to give me my sports information.
Yeah, he has said that many a times. And I mean,
he said, if I don't hear from y'all, I don't believe it. His exact words. If it don't come from you, if it don't come from my big brothers, I don't believe it.
It got to the point to where he would always put it on the big screen on the TV at Hillview just so Dad could watch. And then I never will forget. We're doing a show. Mom's chimes in.
Oh, she took over the show.
No, she said, Dad said you got too much red in your background. And of course, he was making reference to my Niner jersey that was hanging in the background. So I got a Warrior jersey or Giants jersey put above it. She's like, he said that's better. I'm like, hey. Who might argue?
The two people, I know everybody that might be concerned about how I am feeling, but the only people that I want everybody to be concerned about, because I'm a better person than when I was years back. Because few years back, we wouldn't have this show. We wouldn't even be sitting here talking about it. You wouldn't get nothing out of me. I'll be in that dark place. Like, super dark place, and Dub has seen it. I've been in that dark place when my grandmother passed. And there's only a few people that got me out of it, and he's one of them. But as my brother would say, God has worked on me. I'm a little bit better. I handle it a little bit better, but
Oh, like I said, when I said I have prayed on his behalf, believe me when I tell you, I have prayed on his. Because like I said, if this was the old him,
We ain't sitting here talking about it.
I would have to go 5150 him. Be like, I'm putting you.
No, you would have to find me because I would disappear. Because I've done it. I've done it. I promise you, couldn't nobody find me a whole year. But no, I just want everybody to focus on my nephew and my mom. That's where I want. I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna pray for me. I understand it. You know, that's just standard. But
the mom's definitely because she carried him.
And of course my dad. Of course my dad too, you know, but that man is rock solid hard. Solid. But mom and Declan, and of course, like I said, my dad, you know, just like I said, me and my dad, that prayer is good. But the one that we all need the prayer, but my mom and Declan, you know, like I said, 10 years old.
Those two are the ones that need to be undergirded.
Yeah. 10 years old, you ain't supposed to be losing your father.
No. And
or your mother, if you're in that case. But if you looked at my brother's timeline on both his pages, Facebook and Instagram, you would thought that Declan and him were more brothers than they were father and son. And so we got him, bro. I promise you that he good. He good. He gonna be good.
The village will not let him down.
Nope.
First off, he's got too many damn uncles. Number one.
And he got a few crazy aunties. So yeah. So you know, bro. I promise you, bro. He good. He good. We gonna get him through this. That's one thing. God damn, boy, 10 years old. Mm-hmm.
Say that again for the people in the back. Make sure they hear you.
They didn't hear it.
Testify.
I mean, that's how we grew up. We grew up with villages.
Yeah. I mean, as I told people, like my family dynamic is different. Bloodline not that much, but I inherited another family. Because as I've told people, like David and Terry are not Mr. and Mrs. They mom and dad. I called them Mr. and Mrs. once. Since then, it's been mom and dad. Like my mom called them sons. They called my mom. Like Terry, Terry Mason made it very clear. She said, "I'm mom number 2." She made that abundantly clear. And she was like, and I'm like, I have nothing else. There's nothing else for me to say. Who am I to say that she is not?
I tell you this, my dad don't call a lot of people, but that man is on his list. There it is. So, but no, that just keep the whole family in prayers. But you know that one extra prayer you say at the end, just put that towards Declan and moms.
Well, just as long as you speak to the man of the house.
That's
Otherwise, it's going to be curtains for you. Because
Dub, you didn't see me get called in the house many a times.
Hey, come here. Come here. And he's like, shit.
Because I know what he calling me in the house for. And then here go little big brother. Just looking at me making that death walk. And I already know he over there checking that person. I ain't even got to say nothing. My dad come in the house. Hey, that motherfucker that didn't speak to me, that's the last time. Then I walk out the house, bro, already like.
But yeah. I mean, it's very simple rules.
When I say protector, I mean protector. Oh.
Yeah, we went way overboard. Okay, well,
it don't matter, bro. It don't matter, man. I know we talked about one playoff goddamn game, and then we got to talking about, bro. But that's just. Look, I know we did an hour, but I know that tribute show that damn near might be as long as our damn football preview show.
Like I said, that might turn into a whole work shift. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Like I said, a roll of tissue, like 4 blunts already, 4 stuffed cones already. I'm not gonna even. I might take 1 drink on that show because if we doing that at a whole shift, look, you might catch me like this. We ain't trying to do that. We ain't trying to do that. But it's church. It's church for me and my brother in a few hours, and I know my church is out. Probably gonna take a little longer because my auntie is our pastor, and so. Oh, B. Hey, no, I know it hit everybody, but him and B had a real like.
Here's the thing about Little Big Brother. He created a lot of bonds, many different bonds with many different peoples about many different aspects of life.
We definitely crying, Debo.
and that's just what it is. I mean, and we always talk about him being protective, but when it specifically came to nieces, he was the ultra protective of nieces. Okay.
Hey, Den of Thieves, that was him.
Oh yeah.
The Bad Boys beating Reggie.
Bad Boys too.
Was him.
That was him.
That was him. I mean, like I said, B got a daughter, and I already know he already said, B, I'll do whatever you need me to do. I got a daughter. Anybody that had a daughter that knew him, call me first. That was his saying. Just call me first. Yeah, just take a minute. Just take
it was simply happening.
Yeah. Just let's see.
Well, like I said, like
and wait. I've been knowing Brian, and he's been knowing Little Big Brother, but Little Big Brother picked up that void when I was gone and hung out with B. When I took off, when I went up to Davis and stuff like that. Little Big Brother felt that void that me and B had. So that
and Pete, here's people understand. Like literally, B and Mizzle, same exact amount of years. We going on year number 28. And that's just what it is.
That's how special that man is. You've been calling him that for years.
Although B, that ish was funny as hell, but damn it, that picture you took of office.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille.
Oh, God. You want to talk about laughter? Oh my God.
Yeah, the group chat needed that.
Yeah.
The group chat needed that one right there. That was needed.
But nothing.
The chat needed that one for sure. That was needed.
No, but hold on. He had his third lunch.
He's third.
Dreaming of beats.
Oh, you talk about Tony.
I need like some 5 slaps pork belly.
Oh, that was what I said. Where was dreaming about 5 slabs and pork belly. He said he would fall asleep when he was sleeping.
Well, okay. But falling asleep at work is one thing, and that normally happens. But still, your greatest one B is when you caught the simple one sleeping inside the damn club. That just takes the cake. Well, okay, but you knew Tony was. But you knew Tony was going in the minute you sent that.
Especially after the battle they had
Oh yes,
the day before.
because Debo's always talking about short arms with Tony and Allen and all that.
And we all know Boot Knife got T-Rex arms. Come on now. We know he got them T-Rex arms. Hey, if anybody's seen that movie Meet the Robinsons and that T-Rex, he said
you just found what, B? What did you just find? Oh, don't tell me you found the simple one sleeping in the airport in the club. Oh, baby.
Oh, shit.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, put that in the chat. Hey, you know the scary, and I don't want to. Well, you know what I'm saying. I don't think the area that we're at is not going to fill how many people is coming to see Little Big Brother.
No, because
I've already had damn near close to 100 people reach out talking about, I need this, I need this, I need this. Can you send me? Can you send me? Can you send me? Can I share? Can I share? Whew.
I don't think it has that much capacity. Because I know, well, it is next door to a church. Because that is over. Oh no! I did not know this one. I did not know you had a video of that.
Next to Michael Jackson.
Drunk, sleep, singing Michael Jackson. Oh wow.
Well, yeah, we gonna need that in the group chat to be funny. But
okay. So
all right, Dub. Let's before we take this until 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that. Even though I do have today off. Hallelujah.
I mean, I do too. Oh, he needs to.
He says I got evidence.
We need that. But I know my church segment is gonna be a little bit long. Like I said, the pastor is part of the family, so we're gonna be talked about it pretty much. The sermon is probably gonna be. Why did I get sent to me late? Yes, sir. I'll be out there later on today, B. I'll let you know when I touch down.
There you have it. Well, all right, folks. Well, we appreciate y'all for
before these tears. What they say before these tears start coming down, I'm gonna have to do this right here, like.
No, but appreciate those that have reached out to yeet. And I mean, I've had people. I mean, I've even had coworkers asking me, "How's my brother doing?"
And by the way, I want to give a sincere shout out. I know he may not watch the show, but just to put it on out there live. Big shout out to Chris Vera. His words were just fantastic. Everybody's words has been fantastic, but it's a few things that he's saying, and like I said, this man didn't even know me that long, you know. But yeah, Chris Vera, shout out, man. Those words were very, very sincere, and I duly appreciate it for sure.
Well, heck, if I still had connections to my hometown church, I would have said have the service at my hometown church, but that's here nor there.
But wait, you know what? I know it's the intro, but we don't have the outro with his voice. So I think we should play the intro as an outro.
Well,
Just
as
put it
we
on
always
repeat.
say, it's our show, and we do everything we want. Just a quick reminder before we go. Well, I'm not saying that because I still got to put my pastor's sermon together.
Well,
But
I know I'm not gonna go to sleep per se, but I just want to like zone out because I got church started at 8:00 in the morning. So
yeah, so quick reminder: get your merch. There it is,
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. Don't
and,
forget your merch.
and there's some new stuff in there.
Oh yeah,
Some new gear.
some new gear. And there's gonna be some more gear coming soon. Trust and believe that.
Yes.
So that's where you go to get your gear. Appreciate y'all. And as always said, it's our show. We can play whatever we want to play. Thank you to those chiming in. Thank you to B, Office of Asgard, EJ, Living Room, Michael, Matt Sticks, for you guys chiming in with us and Big Hans for
that was solid.
chiming in.
Super solid.
Like I said, just continue to keep the Mason family and the inner circle in your prayers.
This is hard for all of us.
As I've said it, and I will continue to say it, through faith, love, and prayer is how we're going to get through this. And we are going to get through this because He would want us to go through it. So, to honor Little Big Brother, we are going to press our way through. Because again, the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that endures to the end. And we will continue to endure because, again, Jesus left us His peace. And He said that He would keep us in perfect peace. So, I'm going to stand on His word because His word will not go out and return void. So with that said, it's 5 o'clock some damn where. God bless all of you guys. We appreciate your prayers and well wishes and checking in on us. We love y'all more than you know. And this is only just the beginning of the tribute to our little big brother. And little big brother is going to take us home. And a special thanks to those that gave their lives so we can live. Thank y'all for your service on this Memorial Day weekend.
This is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle Dub Show, where they know sports. If you want to know about sports, this is where you go.
First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah, first down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah, first down, touchdown.
And just like Jay Uso will say, we're going to run it back one more time and end it. Yeet. We're running it back one more time.
One syllable.
One more time hearing Little Big Brother's voice.